Hawks win 7-4 over the Arizona Coyotes. Yes, you're hearing me right. Your Chicago Blackhawks have actually put up 7 goals on a night after playing pretty much a crappy game last night against the Capitals. They come back home to the United Center, meet a team they just met just on Monday, and beat them 7-4. This was a good victory by the Hawks after playing kind of crappy last night against the Capitals. They had some flashy plays, Bedard especially having 15 shot attempts last night. Ridiculous. But they lost 4-1 to the Capitals. And then they come back home with daylight saving time, losing an hour of sleep in an early start game, Hawks beating the Coyotes 7-4. This is a good victory. They played well. They worked their butts off. First period, they looked like a team on a back-to-back, yes. But they managed to battle and play hard. Connor Bedard, phenomenal in tonight's game. Colin Blackwell, great in tonight's action. And Arvid Soderblom, his 4th win of the season, 2nd versus the Coyotes. And it's weird. He has beat the Coyotes and Maple Leafs only this year. But the Hawks managed to battle and work their butts off in this game. They came out and put on a show as Steph Jones, 4-point night for him, and he wasn't even the first star of the game. So we'll talk about the stats of the game right now. Shots on goal in the first period, 10-9 for the Coyotes. And it was just a weird first period of play. Hawks looked groggy to start, and the Coyotes were taking advantage of it. Second period, 9-22 in favor for your Chicago Blackhawks. In the third period, 17 shots to 10 in favor for the Arizona Coyotes. Total shots on goal, 36-41 in favor for your Chicago Blackhawks. The Hawks took advantage of some penalties the Coyotes did on Monday, and they did it again tonight where they went 2 for 5 on the power play in this game, not going for that 4 for 5 the other night, but they did well again on the power play. Coyotes went 0 for 2, even though they did get a goal off of 4-on-4, so can't really count it as a power play goal when it's even strength there. Face-off percentage, the Hawks did great at it, 57% at the dot for the Hawks. Hits 24-15 in favor for your Chicago Blackhawks. And it was just a good game. Even though there's a high-scoring type of game, it just was a good battle for the Hawks after playing a crappy game just under 23 hours ago. So in the first period of play we go. The Hawks get the early power play, but it was the Coyotes who get on the board first. As Taylor Radish gets called for a penalty, and when the Hawks were on the power play, 18 seconds of 4-on-4 play, and well at 6:09 on that 4-on-4, Clayton Keller with his first of the game, 24th of the season, assisted by Nick Schmaltz and Brad Hayden to make it a 1-0 game for the Coyotes. It remained 1-0 after the first period of play. In that first period, though, the Hawks did have some late opportunities to score. They didn't find the back of the net, but they were battling and nearly got on the board. We go into the second period, still down by 1, and in the second period, it starts out bad. 11 seconds into the second period, for his second of the game, Clayton Keller scores his 25th of the season, assisted by Schmaltz and Hayden to make it 2-0 Coyotes. This was a little bit on Bedard losing the faceoff and the Coyotes taking the puck down the ice. Bedard loses his man in Keller, and Keller goes in for a breakaway, beating Soderblom. Hawks down by 2. But Bedard knew that was on him. He then later on puts the team on his back. Hawks get on the board midway a little bit after this goal. The Hawks start pressing hard after the second goal by the Coyotes. They get a power play, don't score off it, but then they get some momentum. They move the puck well, and at 5:28 in the second period, from behind the net for his first of the game, 18th of the season, scored by number 98, Connor Bedard, assisted by number 8, Ryan Donato, and number 52, Reese Johnson. This goal by Bedard, this is what sparked the Hawks. Bedard behind the net, banks it in off the skater of the Coyotes, and in the net, Hawks on the board. And well, a minute later at 6:57 in the second period, for his first of the game, 6th of the season, scored by number 43, Colin Blackwell, assisted by number 15, Joey Anderson, and number 72, Alex Vlasic, to make it a 2-2 game. Hawks on the board. It's tied up. Hawks have the Coyotes now on the ropes. We go to the power play. And, well, it gets halfway killed, and Bedard draws another penalty. Hawks to a 5-on-3 power play. Bedard gets the puck at 10:05 in the second period for his second of the game, scored by number 98, Connor Bedard, his 19th of the season, assisted by number 23, Philip Kurashev, and number 4, Steph Jones. This goal was a thing of beauty by Connor Bedard. As he gets it, he goes in, toe drag release in the slot and buries it. Hawks up 1-1. It's 3-2 Chicago. Off the power play, Hawks leading. It's good to see. But the Coyotes do get an answer. 3 minutes later, at 13:57 in the second period, Dylan Gunther scores to tie it up at 3-3. This play kind of leads to some chaos in the net as Korchinski kind of gets tied up with Soderblom, and the puck goes off the backboard and onto the stick of Gunther and in the net. That's what happened. Chaos in net, leading to a goal against. It's tied up 3-3. But the Hawks get another late period power play with just about 2 minutes and 15 seconds remaining in the period. The Hawks get on the board again at 17:50 in the second period, scored by number 90, Tyler Johnson, assisted by number 98, Connor Bedard, and number 4, Steph Jones. This goal was a beauty for the Hawks as Jones, off the faceoff, gets it over to Bedard. Bedard skates it over, setting up to maybe shoot or pass. He sees a wide open cross creaser over to Tyler Johnson, and Johnson with the missile puts it in the back of the net. It's up. Hawks up by a goal, taking that into the third period of play. Hawks up, and we now go into the third period. And it comes out pretty good. Hawks nearly had a hat trick by Connor Bedard to start the period off, but it was Colin Blackwell at 33 seconds for the second of the game and 7th of the season. Colin Blackwell gets on the board, and he goes where he's been known to go for goals, on that doorstep, assisted by Steph Jones and Jason Dickinson, to make it a 5-3 game, 33 seconds into the period. Colin Blackwell, 2-goal game. Connor Bedard, 2-goal game. Clayton Keller of the Coyotes, 2-goal game. Hat-trick watches on full blast because 3 players on the ice looking for it. But the Coyotes, after this Blackwell second goal of the night, they come out with some press. They were moving the puck well, getting opportunities off, and well, at 6:51, unassisted, scored by the Coyotes, Nick Schmaltz, his 19th of the season, to make it a 4-5 game for the Chicago Blackhawks. So the Hawks up by a goal. Schmaltz just getting it within one. The Hawks, though, answer quickly at 8 minutes into this final period of play. Scored by number 8, Colin Blackwell. His 8th of the season, unassisted. This goal went bar down and in. What a snipe by Donato. Hawks lead by 2. And then it was coming down to the final minutes of play. Coyotes pull their goalie up 2:40 remaining in regulation. And at 17:24, for the hat trick, scored by number 43, Colin Blackwell. His 8th of the season, 3rd of the night, assisted by number 4, Steph Jones. Yes, Colin Blackwell is the one to get the hat trick to make it a 7-4 victory for your Chicago Blackhawks. What a game it was. This was a much needed bounce back by this team after having a crappy game just 22 hours ago. This was a good victory. They played hard. They get the victory. And it was a great all-around team effort to just put up some goals against a lackluster team who takes a ton of penalties. That's what it is. So, down in the comments down below, I want to hear what your thoughts were on tonight's action, and thank you for watching the broadcast. Please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And most of all, Hawks win! Hawks win! And let's go